Hello everybody and welcome. Oh, I didn't turn on my lights. Hello everybody and welcome to another Wheel of Time reaction video. In this episode, we are going to be getting into the bonus episode. They're labeling it on Prime, though it's more like an exclusive sneak preview, I believe, of the cold open for season 3, and giving full thoughts. And I'm kind of excited for this, not because I've seen it, but just because even people I've heard who have been detractors of the show have said, like, this is a pretty badass looking cold open. You know, they've had great moments in the show while having, like, overall general problems. So I'm hoping we get another, like, great moment. That would certainly be cool. Before we get into that, I need to be a little bit of an ass, and I don't mean to be. I really don't want to be this person. In fact, I actually do like the posters that kind of came out around the same time we got this bonus content. I think they are overall good character portraits. But being an ass, I also just have to say, why do they look like they're being Thanos and not unraveled? Am I the only one who noticed that? There could be like certain deep cut things within the Wheel of Time they're kind of referencing here, but this show has been hyper oriented towards like non-book fans getting into it. So I'm just left wondering, like, cool posters. Why not unraveling effect? Why disintegration? And in a last minute insert for this video, we actually got some additional posters released, which are in the bright style of this Wheel of Time adaptation. Once again, are of the Thanos disintegration variety. But on top of that, we also had an interview with Rosamund Pike released, where they confirmed they're going to be moving past certain significant chunks in the story, specifically the Stone of Tyr, so that, as we've seen in the trailers, and of course we kind of already knew, they're going straight into the Aiel Waste. And what that means for the sword that is not a sword, well, it seems it's going to be coming later. Specifically, Rosamund Pike is insisting here that they're not skipping things, in fact, like we actually thought, and I even said here on the channel, and instead they're just rearranging them. So if I had to take a guess, the Battle of the Stone of Tyr is going to be with the Aiel possibly coming in to take it with Rand, and the whole him seeing like mysterious figures on the roof at night, he'll instead be with them. And whether or not there's going to be a rescue mission involving Matt and the Two Rivers women and Elaine, who knows? That seems like it's likely to be a season 4 thing at this point, or a very late season 3. The Battle of Carrion, though, and Couladin, this is messy, but if they're trying to correct course to get back towards the book, it seems that book 3 is going to be the biggest, like, Tokyo Drift style, let's get there possible. But where things specifically left off at the end of season 2, I kind of get why they're having to do this, but of course, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll have to watch, wait, and see. I don't know. Anyway, all right, that's all I'm going to say about the posters. They're pretty good looking overall, and let's go ahead and get into this cold open for season 3, I believe that's what it's called. They're calling it episode 0, but it's really just a sneak preview. It even says sneak there. All right, full screen. It's good rain. Sorry. All right, it's Tar Valon. If I have to take a total shot in the dark. All right, if we're starting with Tar Valon and the way things have been split up and how they're fast forwarding certain things, I think we're entirely skipping the Stone of Tyr. Are they going to open season 3 with the Black Aja being revealed? I don't think it's going to be the full-on schism of the tower, just because of the clips we also saw in the first trailer for season 3. That seems more likely. Checking it out. Okay, the Amerlin. Very long distance eye contact.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
She'll be all right.
Today isn't about her.
Okay, I was right when I said that was in the tower. Cool. Yeah, all right. This seems to me like it's building up towards the Black Aja being revealed. Tonally, everything, that makes sense. but it's not, possibly not the schism yet. All right.
The Eminence requested a sitting of the hall. She's called you to the floor.
I have a few matters I'd like to raise before the hall myself. We stand with you, sister, no matter the charges.
You might regret saying that, my friend.
And why?
Always plan for the worst, my sisters. That way all your surprises will be pleasant ones.
What if the others are working with Leandrin? Let us stand with you.
You know, men can't enter the hall without just cause. Mother has closed it to all who are non-sitters. And she has a plan for the reds.
Okay, the costuming's banging so far. It looks like a little too clean, but honestly, with it being Aes Sedai, that's just good. The towers always looked pretty darn good. I actually think they've improved it a little bit season to season with the level of detail and how large it's feeling. So far, I don't have a whole lot of problems with this. This is just kind of good momentum, good pacing, building up towards something. They just need to execute well.
We are ready, Ivonne.
And I love that within the Aes Sedai, you get so many different examples of the cultures throughout the world, like the bald, the different styles and clothing they're weaving into their Aja colors. The show's been very good at being consistent with that. Credit where credit's due.
Mother has deemed this a sitting sealed to the hall and to the Red Aja. Every sitter has the right to speak in the hall.
Only 11 sitters are required by tradition. Leandrin Sedai will speak for the Reds today, but you will not hear her.
Separate the posse. All right. Yeah, this is definitely going to be Black Aja charges. This room I wanted to look more epic and big. Although the Throne of the Amerlin, I think, is fantastic. In my head, when I was reading this, for some reason, it was always just a more vast feeling chamber. Oh, that smile.
Amerlin's suit.
Leandrin Sedai, do you know why I have called you here today?
Because you wish to silence me. It's no secret. I've never courted your favor, and frankly, I'm glad of it. Knowing what I now do about you, I accuse you, Mother, of breaking Tower custom and law.
Then continue, daughter, and I will answer. An Aes Sedai cannot lie.
Ah, all right. First of all, if you know someone's full of it, let them keep talking. That's what she's doing. Great strategy from the Amerlin. And also, that line is foreshadowing something from the books later on, or they're going to bring it in early and implement it here. So, cool. Okay, I wanted to be like, I got to keep it down because this show is so good at getting me like excited and then either kind of executing or disappointing. I'm getting excited again. I gotta smother and be objective.
A month ago, Mother called 13 sisters to Kyrian for some unknown purpose. In the chaos that followed, as the city burned, it became clear that Mother had met Moraine Sedai, whom she banished from the tower, and a young man who could channel, Rand al-Thor, who proclaimed himself Dragon Reborn in Falm. Mother met him. The man this tower is duty-bound to cage and control. Mother willingly let him escape.
I think you are a bad mom.
If you had proof that these accusations were true, then the Hall would have no choice but to restrict my authority, decree a penance, or even depose me. I know what most women in this hall do not. That you, Leandrin Garale, can break the 3 oaths.
Okay, yeah, it's happening. All right, that right there confirms we're doing the Black Aja reveal 100%. And they're, yeah, okay, all right, let's do it. I'm expecting a fight. Are we gonna get a fight in the hall? Are they gonna blend the reveal of the Black Aja with the schism of the tower and make it interesting? Okay.
You have sworn yourself to the shadow. You are a dark friend.
But this is madness. You see what she will do to silence me.
You have no proof.
The hall calls Nynaeve Elmira to the floor. whom Leandrin kidnapped and sold to the Shanchal.
I love the direction detail of having Leandrin take 2 steps back there. That's good. All right, yeah. That little sign that she just internally went, oh. And obviously, this is not the opening of the next season. No way they're jumping into this. This has to be like late episode 1, possibly episode 2.
I tried.
You dare use the power against your sisters in this hall? You have betrayed us all, and now you will be tried still and give up every member of the Black Aja before you die.
You're right. I will. Join me.
That little corny.
Avengers, assemble!
I'm not gonna lie. And also, why would the non-members of the Black Aja not react immediately to that and just start swinging? I get it's like, oh, you're seeing your friend betray, but they're like, if I'm a member of, let's say, the Senate, and suddenly I start seeing another senator during a trial of like treason threaten the president or something, I'm moving real quick, right? Especially at like, these are supposed to be Aes Sedai who are cool, calm, collected, quick to react. And right now there's a whole bunch of them who are obviously not Black Aja, just sitting in their chairs like, I don't know. And it's a little like Avengers a symbol for Black Aja. Also, what? Be more lethal. Like these people are now confirmed Black Aja. Be lethal. Be very lethal. Oh, okay. F me. I take it back. I take what I said right back in. Put that down. Yep. Come on, Nynaeve, you can turn the tide of your... Yeah, that's gonna work.
Get away from the door.
You will not pass us.
You want your Aes Sedai killed, you fool? Move!
Okay, I like the colored weaves. I actually like a lot of the different spells we're seeing happening. It's not just like energy blasts. We're getting like whips of fire. There's obviously like blade cutting. The Aes Sedai seem to be coming out of their shock and fighting back a little more. Oh, God.
What's happening in the hall? That we should help the Amelin.
We are. On the other side of this wall is the 13th depository.
I thought it didn't exist.
Inside are our strongest, Ungrial and Te Ungrial.
If you know, you know.
Alone. There are few we can trust here.
Out of our way.
Move!
Thank the light. Jane, Jasmine, help us get inside.
Yeah, unfortunately, you made a bad call there, bud. Red Aja racism worked against you.
I've killed you, Mortis. I'll kill you too.
Yes, I can feel it. I can feel them dying. It's so good.
You got a lot of problems, don't you?
Finally, I don't have to listen to your bullshit anymore.
appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. I always appreciate in a magic fight when someone just hits. It's something that I think needs to happen more often because like it's like in a sword fight. You know, the blade is not the only part of the sword. Sometimes you need to hit with the hilt. Same thing here. If someone's like evenly matching me in a firefight, I'm gonna kick them in the dick. I'm gonna kick them in a dick to gain an edge. And I think more shows need to do that. And I like that moment here. Oh! That is badass. I'm having mixed emotions on this overall, but again, there are like moments where I'm like killer and having that like bloody smile look going on. Damn. Why didn't you go up there? Oh, you're banished, right? I mean, I feel like they'd let you in during that. They didn't finish them off? All right. This is very different than the book again. Very. The Amerlins just walking the street hunting? All right. Oh, it's going to get to a street fight. All right.
You will not leave the city alive.
But first, I want to give a tremendous thank you to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform here to educate and encourage entrepreneurs to stand out online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from content to products to time, all in one place on your terms. Not only can you learn the tips and tricks of the trade, but they're jam-packed with features to give you that edge. Their asset library allows you to upload, organize, and access all of your content from one place, as well as manage all of your files from one central hub and use them across the entire Squarespace ecosystem. And for anyone who doesn't have a background in coding, do not worry. Their flexible website template allows you to just drag and drop features and create a professional design perfectly reflective of you. That'll be functional on every device. And that is a part of Squarespace's Fluid Engine, designed to help you unlock your creativity like never before. Whether it's blogs, email campaigns, gated member areas, they've got everything you need to get started. So head on over to squarespace.com to start your free trial. When you're ready to make your first purchase, go to squarespace.com/DanielGreene and get 10% off of a website or domain. So go get your business up and running today. It was a good sequence. I would say overall good. Like there's stuff I criticized, obviously, but it also did a lot of what I've been asking the show to improve on, which is making the magic fights more brutal, because the magic system within Wheel of Time can be absolutely, especially in the dream world, which we know we're getting into this season as well. I like the pacing of it. It's definitely a change from the book, and it's hard to judge changes from the book in a vacuum, because like that was kind of my problem with reviews in season 1, where like I really couldn't criticize a lot of stuff because I didn't know how they were going to try and pay off what they were changing. Season 2, they seem to be correcting course more back toward the book. So I would theorize this is a change from the book they're going to be using to get more back on course to where the books are. And I know that kind of sounds counterintuitive, but to get back to where you changed from, you need to do more different stuff than what happened, obviously, in the book. That's how you correct course. I like a lot of the creative choices in the smaller moments, like the bloody smile, the step back, the fighting choreography got a little messy, and some of the facial expressions were a little bit too over the top. They've totally just gone away with Aes Sedai Serenity entirely. But all that said and aside, Black Aja's lethal. I mean, we saw them just cut someone in half, and that was awesome. And the betrayals, I mean, they're coming right and left. I like that the Red Aja kind of discrimination played into it as well, which is something that the series even does a little bit. And I would say overall, it was an interesting sequence. I'm not going to try and like rate it out of 10, because it is a cut out sequence that could totally fit or totally not fit. Who knows? I know that I just was going, all right, by the end of it. So yeah, that was an improvement, certainly, on the magical battles we've gotten in the past, and it seems the show is specifically honing and trying to improve on how the One Power is represented, and I appreciate that. I wish the shooting was different. Like, this would look so much better on like actual film or something, and not this like hyper clean look they do. And the lighting is still a little too flat, but the color was vibrant, the costuming kicked ass, and the acting was still really good and top notch overall, which has always been a strength of the show. So yeah, that's where I'm sitting on it. And I would love to see what you all think as well in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you have not already. And ironically, look for a video later this week where I'm going to be getting into how Amazon as a whole is ruining reading. Yay! Have a good one, y'all. Peace.